What's up, Facebook? What's up, YouTube? So, I kind of need to make this post because I've been watching some of these posts on YouTube, and people are all obviously talking about stuff that they have absolutely no idea about. Couple things. They're talking about the shutdown of the U.S. military, shutdown of the U.S. government, and some of the conspiracies behind this. And I laugh because I have some knowledge on this. I was in the military for quite a few years. I'm retired. And I come from a military family, long military family. That is. So, anyways, a couple interesting facts that non-military folks need to consider when posting their posts on Facebook and YouTube and whatnot. If the federal government were to shut down due to funding reasons, number one, and number two, the military does not shut down. Number one, the military funding is derived in fiscal year budgets. So basically, in October, we receive our budgets for the calendar for the fiscal year from November 1st through October 31st. And that's the money that's set aside by Congress to fund the military and fund military projects and et cetera, et cetera. So when there's talk that the government's going to shut down and the military's going to shut down and not be able to carry out its tasks and whatever conspiracies are behind this, it's not true. You would have to be talking about present day shutdowns way back in October, November. And we're not hearing about these shutdowns on YouTube until right now. Another thing, just for knowledge, and maybe it's knowledge that many veterans know about. Maybe it's some knowledge that many veterans that don't have connections to Vietnam don't even know about. But there was times during Vietnam where there were actual unfunding periods during Vietnam, and that didn't mean that the U.S. military just shut down and didn't carry out missions and carrying on. That's not even true. The military can't just shut down and not carry out its taskings around the world. And I will tell you this, because there was talk of government shutdown right at the end of my service. We were even told by our chain of commands that even if there is a government shutdown, that doesn't mean that we, as the active duty member component of the U.S. military, doesn't go into work. We still have to report as ordered, report for duty as ordered. So it's kind of laughable that so many people talk about government shutdowns and the military being shut down, and that's people need to understand that there's checks and balances to this issue. And I'm not saying that, so and so's conspiracy is true or so and so's conspiracy is false, but at least if people are going to talk about these things, at least have the knowledge to be able to speak about them intelligently. Don't go off the cuff without knowing what you're talking about, because it kind of shows your ignorance, I guess. Anyways, that's all I got to say.